So, so basically the first thing we want to do for our game plan is read the defense, okay? So, so we're going to start just to basically early on in the gun, like the first gun round. You can have basically 2 ramp, 1 lobby, 2 outside, okay? Because we want to see how they're playing before we know what to do. At ramp, you know, have an opper and an AK, and out, same with out here, outside. Okay, now, as you may have noticed, later on in scrims, CTs will get aggressive, they'll start pushing lobby, and when they start to do that, we'll put more guys in the lobby, but on the first gun round, I highly doubt they're going to push in. That's very unusual. So we have 1 guy there, he's just keeping a hold on the lobby. Okay. Okay, so how are they going to play defense? Well, they're going to have 1 guy ramp. I mean, pretty much guaranteed, right? And they're going to have at least 2 guys upper. And from there, it can, the other 2 guys can be in different places, okay? And we'll start with the scrim we played, I think yesterday on Nuke. The team wasn't very good, but their defense wasn't that great either. And they had 2 at ramp, and they had a guy outside. So with this defense, and I don't like this defense at all, I don't think it's good. Ramp is pretty strong. Like, those 2 guys should be able to hold ramp pretty well, especially if this guy's opping. So the 1 guy alone is definitely a weak point, and 2 upper I don't think is strong enough to hold it, because when we had a good spawn and we rushed upper, 2 guys just couldn't hold it. I don't even know where this guy was half the time. I mean, he was like, I don't even know. It was usually just 1 guy out here. So if this defense shows up, what we're going to do is basically exploit the outside guy. If this guy's out here and he is you know, medium skill, and obviously if he's low skill, we definitely want to take him out. If he's shutting us down outside, that makes it extremely difficult. However, we have 5 guys and there's only 1 of him at this point. So what we do is we take a guy off ramp. This guy keeps him busy. This guy, you know, holds lobby, keeps him busy. Put the 3rd guy out here. They're going to target this guy. They're going to try and kill him, but they're also could force him back, push him back, so he is basically out of the play. He's behind a box. He's basically ineffective with 3 guys out here, and that can include, you know, smoke. And if you're successful in stopping him, upper is weak, because 2 guys, it's very difficult to watch the hut, the door, and the mini garage together. So at that point, 3 guys will swing in here, okay? And then the 2 will regroup and, you know, go out the hut or the door, one or the other. And so you can take upper that way. Okay, now, if they're a good team, well, okay, I guess I should just back up. Okay, so we have that defense, right? Okay, now say we have 1 outside, 3 upper, 1 ramp, which is a pretty common, I mean, it's a common setup. Leaving 1 guy at ramp, and he will either, you know, maybe op in the back or fall back down below underneath if he gets in trouble. But with 3 guys up here, it's extremely difficult to take upper. So what you have to do is basically put the pressure on either the spots where it's only 1 guy, because we'll have the numbers advantage. So you target this guy or the outside guy. And you basically work those areas. If we work ramp, the goal is to go lower, get the kill, go lower, and do it fast before they can all rotate. If we go outside and we're able to take this guy out, then we have options, which is good. We can, go mini. We can continue to hell, or we can swing lower at that point. So we have a lot of different options if we can target these two guys. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is, as we do this, as we target their guys that are alone, they're going to rotate. And, this guy's going to rotate out. Heaven guy is going to, peek from up top. And you're going to end up with trouble. And a lot of times when you're bogged down outside and you haven't really crossed this line yet, it's going to be very difficult with these three guys peeking you. So they're going to start to rotate. Or, they take ramp, or excuse me, we take ramp and the Heaven guy swings down, okay? So our game plan is to attack the weak points, whether it's the two guys upper or the one guy here or the one guy here, okay? Once we start hitting those, it forces them to rotate later in the half. Suddenly they gotta move, Then, what that allows you to do is to fake, basically. Like, you fake ramp, he swings, suddenly there's only two upper now. You fall back upper and take the two of them out. Or two guys aggress on outside, and you got three ready to go ramp. He's going to be looking from Heaven, and then ramp is weak. Okay, so we want to attack strong on their weak points. When they start rotating fast is when we can fake them, shift them. Okay, because when the CTs are stationary, when they're locked in their spots and they're not moving, they have the advantage, right? Because they have the rafters, they have the positional advantage. When we get them moving is when we can get them out of their comfort zone. Like this guy right here, okay, just for example, say he's playing behind this vent or something, he's on the ground. When he's inside, he has his teammates' support, right? They're helping him. But as soon as he goes here and peeks, whether he's looking this way or looking out this way, he has no cover. He's suddenly just on equal footing as us. And that's a bad play for him. And unless it's like a surprise attack or whatever. But position-wise, he's naked. He has no position. Back in here, he did. Okay, so we want to force them to get out of their comfort zone. And to a certain extent, same with this guy. He's going to rotate down. If he's down here, good. Our opper is waiting for him or something, Suddenly he's on our ground and we can shoot him, And not only is the position equal, but we have the numbers, okay? Because we're the offense, we can control how many guys go where. So we can stack it. We can get 4 guys here and make it a 4v2 or whatever, So that's kind of our general game plan. And then I'll go into specifics later on.